Did you know that just $13,000 a year, less than a month's rent in California, is enough for you to retire legally in a South Pacific paradise? While millions of Americans are delaying retirement because of rising healthcare costs and inflation, across the ocean, Fiji is opening its doors to foreigners eager to live among sunshine, ocean breeze, and cheerful bula greetings every morning. You don't need to be a millionaire. You don't need to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars. All you need is a stable income and a heart ready for freedom. And 2025 is the golden year, with the US dollar at its strongest in a decade, and the Fijian government still maintaining one of the most generous retirement visa programs in the world. So if you've ever dreamed of waking up to the sound of waves, having breakfast with fresh coconut, and not worrying about taxes or complex paperwork, don't leave this video, because in just a few minutes, you'll know exactly how to make that dream come true. Dream it. Pack it. Go. Retirement visa and residency opportunities. Retiring in Fiji isn't just a dream for ocean lovers. It's a plan you can actually start this year. The Fijian government offers the residents on assured income permit. It sounds long, but it's surprisingly simple. You just need to be over 45 years old, have a foreign income of at least 30,000 FJD per year. That's only about $13,000 USD. And show proof of 100,000 FJD in your bank account or in legal assets. No investment required, no need to buy property, no need to start a business. Just prove that you can live comfortably and that you're ready to live slowly. When you submit your application, the Fijian government only requires a few basic documents: a passport, a medical certificate, a police clearance not older than 12 months, and bank statements. Everything can be translated into English and notarized in your home country. A small tip from those who successfully got approved: open an FJD account in a Fijian bank, like ANZ or Bank of Baroda, beforehand. Then transfer your funds via Wise or telegraphic transfer. This helps your application shine right from the start. Processing time ranges from a few weeks to several months, but once granted, this permit allows legal residence and long-term renewal. The best part is that Fiji doesn't tax income earned outside its territory. That means if you receive pension, dividends, or investment income from the US, you keep every cent. Locally generated income, like interest from Fijian bank deposits, may be taxed, but it's usually minimal. And for this video, just remember one simple thing. 1 FJD equals about 0.45 USD. That'll make it easier to follow the cost breakdown later. As for real estate, this is where many people get confused, but it's actually the easiest part once you understand the rules. About 87% of land in Fiji is native land, owned by indigenous Fijians, and can be leased for up to 99 years through the TLTB, which is completely legal and common practice. Roughly 6% is freehold, but foreigners are not allowed to buy homes in urban residential zones. Therefore, the two safest options are to buy a strata-style apartment in DENARAU, where ownership rights are clearly protected, or lease long-term through the TLTB. And always remember, before signing any contract, have a local lawyer check the title or lease. Don't lose money just because you trusted a smile. Some remote area freehold properties also require a minimum construction of 250,000 FJD within 24 months. So double-check everything before you buy. Healthcare in Fiji is better than most people think. In Suva, you'll find the Colonial War Memorial Hospital, CWMH, the largest in the country, along with reputable private clinics like Oceania and Pacific Specialist. Nadi also has several modern clinics, where doctor visits cost just $30–60, and common medications are much cheaper than in the US. However, wherever you live, always have international health insurance, especially one with medevac coverage, so you can be airlifted to Australia or New Zealand in emergencies. Here, Fijians have a saying, "We're not afraid of illness, only of not smiling." And perhaps that's the best medicine you'll ever receive in this country. Of course, paradise has its storm season. From November to April, tropical rains can linger, sometimes accompanied by cyclones. Keep a go bag ready, download a weather alert app, and if you work remotely, make sure to have a UPS or small generator. Because here, the wind occasionally likes to play with the power. Other than that, most of the year, Fiji stays warm, sunny, and peaceful enough to make you forget what day it is. And if you're wondering, where do I even start? Here's a 6-step roadmap that anyone can follow. 1. Spend 30 days in Fiji to explore. 2. Prepare and submit your ROAIP application. 3. Rent short-term for 3 to 6 months to learn the area. 4. Open a bank account and transfer your funds to Fiji. 5. Choose a legally secure home, a strata property in DENARAU, or a 99-year lease through TLTB. 6. Join the community. Learn to drink kava, visit morning markets, and smile with your neighbors. That's the spirit of this island nation. No one rushes, no one competes. Here, time isn't measured by clocks, but by heartbeats, by waves, and by smiles at sunrise. Now, if you already have your retirement visa, let's see where to live. From lively coastal towns to quiet bays hidden among the green hills. 5. Nadi, the gateway to paradise. As the plane lands on Nadi's runway, sunlight glints off the metal wings, and rows of palm trees begin to sway, as if waving in welcome. Fijians greet you with a bright smile and a cheerful bula. Not just hello, but live fully today. And after just one day here, you'll realize that time doesn't move in Nadi, it drifts. Located on the western side of Viti Levu Island, Nadi is the heart of tourism and Fiji's international gateway. Its airport was expanded in 2024 to welcome more retirees from the US, Australia, Japan, and Europe. Yet despite being connected to the world, the town remains strikingly peaceful, where minivans roll slowly along the coast, and everyone still has time to stop and smile at a stranger. In the morning, Nadi wakes up with honey-colored sunlight spilling through leaning palm fronds. At the Nadi Municipal Market, life bursts into color and rhythm through 3 languages, English, Hindi, and Fijian. Among purple taro roots, white cassava, red chilies, and the warm aroma of curry. An Indo-Fijian girl selling samosas calls you bhaiya, an elderly local offers you a coconut for $1, and the entire market becomes a chorus of flavors and smiles. Just minutes away stands the Sri Siva Subramania Temple, the largest Hindu temple in the South Pacific, glowing under the sun like a rainbow carved from stone. During the Thaipusam festival, hundreds of barefoot pilgrims carry offerings and sing sacred songs. Here, faith doesn't divide people, it connects them, between native Fijians and the Indo-Fijian community, between the scent of incense and the taste of sea salt. Nadi isn't just a place to sightsee, it's where real life unfolds every day. On Main Street, a small barbershop offers haircuts and shaves for just $3 FJD. Bakeries fill the air with the sweet scent of freshly baked bread, and Indian-owned shops mingle with Australian-style cafes. A 1-bedroom house rents for about $500–800 per month, 2 to 3 bedroom homes for $800–200, and ocean view villas from $500 to $2,500. The average monthly cost of living ranges between $1,600 and $2,500, higher than elsewhere in Fiji, but worth every dollar. especially when you watch the sun melt into the ocean in a blaze of orange fire. In the afternoon, locals gather on DENARAU beach, sitting on the damp sand and drinking kava, a traditional non-alcoholic beverage made from pepper root. It lightly numbs the tongue and eases the mind, as if every worry dissolves with the tide. Fijians call that feeling the loss of anxiety, and perhaps that's exactly what every foreigner comes here to find. The climate here is perfectly kind. Sunny all year, dry with little rain. The dry season, from May to October, brings skies so clear you can see the coral reefs offshore. The rainy season, from November to April, feels like fleeting kisses from the sea, arriving quickly, leaving quickly, and always leaving behind the scent of earth and a smile. Nadi is only minutes from the international airport, connecting you to Sydney, Auckland, Los Angeles, and Tokyo. Yet each time you return, it feels as if the world has forgotten to rush you. The coconut vendor remembers you like them young. The barista asks, "Was the weather good yesterday?" And the security guard at the market smiles when he sees you carrying your bag of vegetables. In Nadi, friendliness isn't politeness. It's the heartbeat of the whole community. At night, golden lights shimmer across the waves. Bollywood songs blend with the strumming of expat guitars, and the aroma of curry mixes with the salt of the sea. Between laughter and glasses of Fiji Gold beer, people share stories of their old lives in America, Australia, and Canada, and they all say the same thing. Here we live slowly, but never alone. Nadi may be a little more expensive, sometimes crowded with tourists, but everyone agrees. The price is still cheaper than the peace it brings. Because this isn't just the gateway to Fiji. It's the place where you reopen yourself. If you'd like to start your journey in Nadi too, comment Bula Fiji below the video. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because the next trip will take you straight to the vibrant cultural heart of this island nation. 4. Suva, the cultural capital and the rhythm of the tropics. In November 2024, when Fiji's skies still shimmered after the rain, thousands of oil lamps lit up across Suva. It was Diwali, the festival of lights. But here, it isn't just a Hindu celebration. It's the city's celebration. Christians, Muslims, native Fijians, and foreigners all smile beneath the glowing reflections dancing on the wet streets. In Suva, differences don't divide people. They make the city shine brighter. Suva isn't a place to escape life. It's a place to live it fully. As Fiji's administrative, cultural, and educational capital, Suva carries a rhythm that's both vibrant and sincere, where colonial buildings covered in moss stand beneath tree-lined streets, and the sea lies just steps from downtown. People jog along the waterfront, practice yoga, or simply sit and watch the waves crash while the rain sings on tin roofs. This city gets a lot of rain, but no one complains. Fijians say, "The rain keeps Suva young." And they're right. Suva always feels fresh, glistening, and green, as if washed clean after every night. In the morning, the smell of coffee mixes with damp earth. By noon, the Suva Municipal Market turns into a symphony of colors and sounds. Beneath its bustling tin roof are hundreds of stalls. Ripe papayas, fresh fish, taro leaves, curry, and laughter. Buyers, sellers, storytellers, all blending into a single rhythm of life. Slow, joyful living. The cost of living here ranges from $5,500 to $2,400 per month. Central apartments rent for $600 to $900, 2 to 3 bedroom homes in suburbs like Tamavua or Lami go for $800 to $200, and utilities plus internet cost only a few dozen. Suva may be pricier than Savusavu, but in return, you live in the cultural heart of the nation. where every religion, language, and skin tone finds a common voice. In Suva, Indo-Fijians make up a large part of the population. Hindu temples stand beside Christian churches. Colorful saris blend with floral Fijian shirts. You can have fish curry for lunch and kokoda, Fiji's version of ceviche, for dinner. It all comes together like a warm symphony of flavors, as welcoming as the people themselves. And if you ask why retirees choose Suva, the answer lies in its top-tier healthcare, the best in the country. The Colonial War Memorial Hospital and private clinics like Oceania and Pacific Specialist are available 24/7 with consultation fees of only $30–60, a fraction of what you'd pay in the US. Here, doctors don't ask, "Do you have insurance?" They ask, "Are you feeling well?" Of course, Suva isn't perfect. The rain can linger and the traffic can get chaotic. But that's what makes it real. When night falls, lights shimmer across the sea. Ukulele tunes blend with the sound of waves, and you'll see groups of Americans, Australians, and Indians laughing together over grilled fish. Suva isn't a postcard city. It's the beating heart of Fiji. Humid, multicultural, sometimes messy, yet always warm and full of life. A city that teaches you to love the rain and to find yourself again in every falling drop. Amid the warm rain and golden reflections on the sea, Suva teaches you that even noise can bring peace. If you love a rhythm that mixes culture, music, and kindness, comment Suva, the city that feels alive. And remember to like and subscribe, because the next journey will take you to a place where time forgets how to run. Shatistriahado Wamkoktvi 3, Savusavu, the hidden gem of the South Pacific. As the seaplane glides down onto Savusavu Bay, the still water mirrors the turquoise sky, while green mountains embrace the tiny town like a cocoon of peace. The pilot smiles and says, "Welcome to the place where time forgot how to run." And indeed, life here moves so slowly, you can almost hear the wind changing its mood. Savusavu is just a small town of a few thousand people, but it feels as warm and close-knit as one big family. Locals and foreigners live side by side, laughing together, eating together, and sharing kava each evening. That drink that tingles your tongue and somehow calms your soul. There are no car horns, no rush, only the sound of waves and the scent of wildflowers drifting in the breeze. Many Americans, Australians, and Canadians have chosen to stay here, not for luxury, but for the feeling of enough. In the morning, they sip coffee at Copra Shed, watching boats sail out to sea. In the afternoon, they gather at the yacht club, grill fish, play ukulele, and swap stories about the rain. The town has only one main road, but it's enough for the most genuine friendships to grow. The cost of living here ranges from $202,000 per month. You can rent a 2-bedroom home for $500–900, pay less than $200 total for utilities and internet, and buy fresh fish and vegetables at the local market every day. Everything is simple yet abundant. You're not buying luxury, you're buying peace. Savusavu's climate is warm year-round, with gentle rain like a lullaby and sea breezes that whisper through the palms like the ocean's breath. But even this jewel has its flaws. Limited healthcare services, meaning you'll need to fly to Nadi or Suva for specialized care. Still, most people here just smile and say, "We came here to be healthy, not to get sick." When sunset falls, lights from wooden houses shimmer on the water. The sound of waves mingles with the soft strumming of ukuleles, and you understand why they call this place a healing paradise. In Savusavu, you don't retire. You return to yourself. When the sun sinks and the ukulele begins to play, you understand why people call Savusavu the place where the soul comes to rest. If you also believe that happiness doesn't need luxury, only peace and neighbors who know your name, comment Savusavu, my peace of mind. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because the next paradise will show you that sometimes the greatest luxury is living simply. 2. DENARAU Island, the paradise of leisure and legal investment. If Nadi is the gateway to paradise, then DENARAU is its elegant living room. Just a 10-minute drive from downtown Nadi, the bridge leading to the island feels like a silent border between the noisy world and the smooth calm of the ocean. On both sides of the road, palm trees whisper in the wind, golf greens stretch like velvet, and white yachts sway gently in the bay. This is where international retirees and the middle class come to live slowly, without giving up Western comfort. A morning here might look like this: a few people playing golf under the soft sunlight, others sipping coffee at Port DENARAU while watching yachts arrive, and some strolling leisurely along the beach with their pets. Everything runs smoothly, cleanly, quietly, as if the whole island moves to the heartbeat of relaxation. DENARAU is special because it's one of the few places in Fiji where foreigners can legally purchase apartments under the strata title system. While other regions only allow 99-year land leases, in DENARAU you can actually own a small piece of paradise, legally, clearly, and fully protected. That's why this island has become a favorite destination for Americans, Australians, and New Zealanders seeking both a safe investment and a peaceful place to spend their later years. The cost of living ranges from $2,000 to $3,000 per month, higher than the rest of Fiji, but in return, you get stable electricity, fast internet, top-notch security, international golf courses, and private hospitals just minutes away. Every weekend, the expat community hosts social gatherings, kava nights, or charity golf tournaments, where everyone comes, everyone laughs, and no one is in a hurry. DENARAU's climate is pleasant year-round, sunny, clean air, and rarely hit by storms. Everything here is managed like a massive resort. Perfectly trimmed gardens, spotless streets, and professionally maintained water and power systems. Of course, DENARAU isn't the real Fiji. Here you'll hear English more than Fijian or Hindi, and you'll see more Western-style restaurants than local eateries. But in a way, that's what makes DENARAU the perfect soft landing for those just stepping away from the fast-paced world they left behind. It's a place where you can still order Starbucks in the morning, but spend your evening watching the sun dissolve into the ocean. With no schedule, no rush. DENARAU isn't loud or flashy. It's quietly luxurious, a gentle reminder that happiness often comes from simple things. A peaceful apartment, a salty ocean breeze, and the gratitude of knowing you're truly living. If you've ever dreamed of retiring somewhere that combines legal investment with resort-level comfort, comment DENARAU, my luxury escape. 1. Mamanuca Islands and Garden of the Sleeping Giant. Pure nature. There are places that make you forget the meaning of time, and the Mamanuca Islands are one of them. As the boat leaves Nadi's harbor, the sea shifts from jade green to crystal clear. Tiny islands rise from the ocean, framed by powder-white sand, while coral reefs shimmer below like forgotten treasures. Here, every morning begins with sunlight pouring through palm leaves and ends with a purple sunset falling over water so still you can hear your own heartbeat. Mamanuca is a world of pure simplicity, where islanders, divers, artists, and international wanderers all share one language: a smile. No schedules, no clocks, just watching the waves to tell time, and listening to the wind to guess the day. The cost of living here runs about $800 to $2,500 per month for long-term stays. In return, you get a life where every day looks like a painting. This is also where Tom Hanks's film Castaway was shot. And fittingly, the uninhabited island from the movie is now a small tourist spot that still preserves its wild beauty. For many retirees and artists, living in Mamanuca isn't about leaving the world, but returning to it the right way. Not far away, on the main island of Viti Levu, lies the Garden of the Sleeping Giant, a place where time stands still. The narrow path leading in is covered with orchids, ferns, and the sound of water trickling from hidden springs. The air is humid, cool, and rich with the scent of fresh earth, an ideal retreat for those who want to stay close to Nadi, yet keep the tranquility of the mountains. The region enjoys sunshine year-round, crystal-clear waters, and soft ocean breezes from the South Pacific that carry a hint of salt and serenity. But even paradise has its limits. Transportation here depends on ferries or small boats, and for specialized medical care, you'll need to return to Nadi. Still, everyone who has ever visited Mamanuca says the same thing. They came for the beauty, but stayed for the silence. It's the kind of place where you don't look for Wi-Fi, because true connection isn't online. It's in the way you touch the water, listen to the sea, and realize that sometimes happiness is simply being here. Fiji isn't just a place to retire. It's a place to begin again. A place where time moves slower, smiles feel more genuine, and every sunrise reminds you that happiness doesn't need to be luxurious. Here, you don't chase life. You live with it. And when the waves crash against the shore, you'll understand. Freedom isn't about where you go, but about no longer needing to run away. Comment, Fiji, my peace of mind, if you're also searching for a new beginning like this. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because the next paradise might just be the place you call home.